Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are losing energy credits because we have too many starbases. That's pretty much exclusively the reason. I don't want to get rid of this starbase, but the one in Redamon should be easily downgradable. That'll bring us down to 36 out of 35 starbases, so we need to find one more to get rid of here. And I think Umik is the one. So we'll get rid of that one, and now we should be much better off in terms of energy credits. And then I was thinking in between episodes, once we finish up this, maybe we should send this fleet over this way. Although we can't go through Kenor, can we? Oh, we can. Okay. I guess it has been entered but not surveyed. Okay, so yeah, we come back up over this way at that point. And then we launch our attack over here to cut off this area. Then we can focus on taking this area, while at the same time pushing through some of this territory. Anyway, there's a megastructure here. What is this megastructure? This is a science nexus. Oh my. So we're going to take over the Science Nexus right now. There is no reason to not have this. I didn't even realize that was there, but now I do. And now we are going to take that over. Like, we don't need to just sit in Horsham. It's exactly the same strategically to sit in the XT-81 Singularity, except that we can both deny them 300 in each, research that is, and get our own. Like, this is a no-brainer. We obviously go in and take that. Okay, this construction ship needs something to construct. And I think we're going to go ahead and start settling these areas over here. Should have absolutely no problem taking over this Science Nexus area here, although game is acting a little bit on the laggy side all of a sudden. I mean, I say all of a sudden, but with the entire galaxy embroiled in a late-game war, it's kind of to be expected. Okay, so they do actually have a habitat here. It has no armies. Okay. Interesting. Well, we'll just stay here for now. They're going to keep their Science Nexus, but we're going to need to get our army over here. And I think on the way, we'll just take out Fautera and Sadar, and then we'll just make our way down this way. And that should be absolutely fine. So, we of course need to finish cleaning up this pocket. Shouldn't be a problem with that. Yeah. I mean, there's absolutely nothing to resist us over here. We could continue on, except that we're FTL inhibited. So we kind of can't over here. The question is, should we over here? I mean, we kind of shouldn't, actually. We definitely need to wait until this fleet is freed up. And at the same time, we also need to get our army up over this way. And that's going to be another 272 days. So, I mean, our army is taking some time to move around. There's no doubt about that. Our science ship, of course, still has some more sciencing to do over here. So that's fine. What are we currently fighting? Oh, we're fighting this starbase. That's not going to take time. Or be challenging in any meaningful way. Kind of like this war, actually. This war was not challenging in any meaningful way, but that's ultimately to be expected. This war was never going to be challenging. This fleet is now repaired. Exciting. The Science Nexus is not currently controlled by us.
Hostile fleet rumbled.
Oh, hello. Where's this hostile fleet? Oh, they're just sending tiny little fleets in over here. That's not going to be very effective, ultimately. So yeah, at this point we're pretty much just waiting for our fleets to be freed up so that we can actually make a move. Once we have this section cut off, then we can have this fleet pushing this way and this fleet coming in over here to defend this area. We actually don't have enough energy credits to extend our deal, so I'm going to go ahead and sell some food. And now we can. Fantastic. We absolutely do want to extend our deal with the curators. And we've completed defense platform hull points, Betharian power plants. Yes. We obviously want Betharian power plants. That will be a very handy thing indeed. Okay, let's go ahead and grab these resources. Excellent. And I believe we just captured ourselves another starbase, didn't we? No, we did not. Why are we losing so many energy credits all of a sudden? Hang on. Did we lose an edict? Nope. Oh, did we just not have enough food to sell this month? I bet we just didn't have enough food to sell that month. Yep, okay. Excellent. So we're fine on that front. Our armies will soon be arriving at the gateway. We're about 120 days away. And this fleet here now needs to go ahead and move up over here. And when will they get there? 255 days. Okay. Well, I mean, they have no real way to get by any of our areas, so that's fine. Betharian refining, fantastic. And we can go ahead and grab an L-Gate insight now that we have access to L-Gates. No reason not to, I think. And they can just keep throwing away these little fleets over here if they want to. Like, this is fine. Scum and Villainy on Generator 2, that's no good. Where are you at, Generator 2? Actually, we can just hit this Go To button. Might as well. Okay, so we need to get some Hunter-Killer drones over here. There we go. Excellent. So we're definitely going to have a whole lot of work to do after we finish up this war, because we're full annexing these guys, and this is a lot of territory. A lot of border gore, too, if we want to fight the Galactic Entente. Like, I would like to do an absorption war, but, not right now, obviously. We're going to need to, once we're done with this war, deal with probably the Rixie. Our gateway is constructed in Beta Corvi, that's nice. We're going to need to do more gateway construction later on. I'll go ahead and queue up a starbase in Nashira. And they're just still sending tiny little fleets over here. This is fine. Monthly trade price too high or low? Interesting. So this is being consumed primarily by monthly trades, but also jobs. We lost some food there, and we're going to have to take a look at what's going on. We're fine for now, and I think we'll be fine through the end of this war. But it's going to be interesting, to be sure.
Hostile fleet rumbled.
Okay, our army is in position here. So let's go ahead and land armies. We're just going to need to clean up quite a bit of territory through here.
Innovation rollout.
Excellent. Interstellar expansion. We're going to need more starbases than this. There's no doubt about that. But let's go ahead and grab, say, army health. That'll be fine. And let's see here. We've still got our monthly trade being a bit of an issue here. We can probably drop our trade by, say, 100 food. And I think that'll be fine. Yeah. Up until such a time as we can figure out exactly what's going on with that food. But I'm more interested in doing that after the war. Okay, we'll head over to Sadar next. land armies over here. Actually, I want to just double check. Yep, they're not too strong. Excellent. And let's just check in on the war in heaven, shall we? So this is the war against the Galactic Entente. And that's kind of even now with the Rixie. The war against the Kemplar Directors is also kind of even. From the perspective of the Directors, the war against the Entente is not going well for them. Not well for the Directors, that is. Of course, the war against the Rixie is about even. And the Vivisangian war is just ticking war score, it looks like. So that's exciting for them. Okay, we have this fleet in position. So what we're going to do is we're going to swing down over here. This actually has an orbital habitat. Okay, that's going to delay us a bit. But is the FTL inhibitor tied to the station or the habitat? I think it's tied to the... Yeah, it's tied to the station. Excellent. So we're going to be able to just push up like that. We're going to keep this fleet where it's at for the time being. And we're only going to push over here, and we're going to drive a line down like this. Of course, we're going to have to fill in a couple of systems over here, but it'll be fine. And this right here, this is why we're keeping our fleet right here. Excellent. Okay. So let's take a quick look at these ships here. We don't need reinforcements anywhere.
Enemy planet secure.
Fantastic. Come on down over here. We'll invade this station. They have no troops defending the station, so that'll be just free. So that's fantastic. We'll be jumping up there in 25 days. That's a little longer than I was expecting. Interesting. Well, we'll take out these armies. And the station, of course. They have a lot of, like, fighters out of that station. Like, that's a lot of hangar bays. It's actually no hangar bays. Okay. Maybe in their defense platforms? Yeah, their defense platforms are nothing but hangar bays. Okay. Whatever. So now we should be able to push forward down over this direction. And then I want to actually use this fleet, and we'll push down over here, because this station here is just a defensive station, I believe. We can't really tell right now, but this is, I believe, their major shipyard. So I want to take out that shipyard, for sure. But first I want to drive a bit of a wedge over here, and we may need to defend Hoaz a little bit. But that would be fine. Our armies are going to be
Special project
landing now, right? Yeah, they're currently landing.
invasion begun.
Excellent. What are we losing for volatile motes? Okay, we're currently losing out on some volatile motes. This station here does not need to exist, for now anyway. We'll go ahead and downgrade that. Excellent. And we do need some volatile mote refinement, so let's go see if we can find ourselves a refinery that needs a structure built. We're going to have to do so much work on all of this. Here's a refinery world. And we'll go ahead and build a chemical plant. As well as 4 mining districts. Okay. And we'll have to redo some of these later on. Okay, let's go ahead and push over here. We're going to keep this station, though, for now. This station is strategically useful for us. Oh, Slemig, huh? Hello. You are going to need hunter-killer drones deployed. Excellent. Okay. There are so many places we can colonize as well out here. These are habitats, but... Desert world there, desert world, couple of worlds there, like, there's a lot. All of this territory that we're grabbing is going to be very, very important for us. So I just want to jump down as soon as this autosave is over here. The science chip is not doing anything. So I actually want to turn on automatic exploration over here. That is not the direction I want you to go. I don't want you to automatically explore. We'll just survey something along the lines of... Actually... Yeah, that's fine. We'll survey here. Survey here. I have a feeling that this fallen empire will defend those two locations. Any other gaps that we need to survey? We don't really have an access to this one other than experimental subspace navigation. So that's a thing. Okay. This force here, I want them to clean up this area. We can't get up there because of FTL inhibition, but we can backtrack and then go up this direction. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We also lost a Corvette at some point. 2 Corvettes. Interesting. There's an L-Gate Insight, and we'll go ahead and do planet build speed, I guess. Black currently has low stability, so let's go ahead and deploy some hunter-killer drones there. That should help. Okay, let's get our army down over this direction. And there are actually 3 places to invade here. 324, 324, and 324. Okay, so none of them are particularly threatening, so just land armies here, and then here, and then here.
Construction complete.
Stampeding drones on Giga Moja. This isn't good either. We already have hunter-killer drones here. So, we'll just have to wait for that to go away. Oh, hello. This is interesting. Also, that's an unexplored natural wormhole that we're going to have to take a look at. Like, we're going to have a bunch of work to do on all of this new territory. As well as maintaining our existing territory, of course. We may go to war with this fallen empire at some point. They're actually inferior to us. We'll probably go to war with them soon. But first, we have so much work to do after this war. Okay, so we've taken this position. We're now going to head up over here, and we're just going to clean up this whole area. In the meantime, I want this fleet to go take this position, and then come back
Planetary invasion begun.
over here, and then do something along the lines of that. Excellent. At this point, we're just in a mopping up action. Dividing them into 3 sections. And ultimately, I feel like we can push forward over here. Like, we can do something along the lines of that. Take out this starbase here. And we may be able to completely wipe out their ship production if it's not already gone. Like, they're going to have very little left on that front. Now, this planet has an FTL inhibitor. So we're going to need to back off and go this way, but that's fine. Excellent. We've got more things to invade over here. But we seem to be in a very good position here. The Rixie aren't attacking this way, so that's fine. We are at war with the Rixie, though, so the moment we have borders with them, we're going to have to potentially deal with their fleet. No, we're not at war with them. What am I talking about? We pieced that out. We're not going to have to deal with their fleet just yet. But we are eventually going to have to. Look at our naval cap now. Scum and Villainy on Kahoma. And this is without... No, I didn't mean to do that. We just took this place over. We can't do decisions just yet. Okay, let's go ahead and get our army. Did they not actually land over here? There's something weird with queuing up landings. Okay. So let's see if we can actually... I think we can't do decisions because we don't fully occupy this system. So we're going to need to fully occupy this system very quickly. Okay, we can now push our way up over this direction. Like so. And then this fleet will, of course, clean up the rest of this area, and then we'll be done with this over here. This will be completely cleaned up at that point. So we're going to do something like that, and then I want this to just come in over here, and then here, and yeah. Like, that's actually this whole area cleaned up. Excellent. And we'll just finish up this area, and we'll come through with the armies and clean everything up. This is pretty much done. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here. I think this is a reasonable time. Oh, our capacity overload edict expired. We definitely need to refresh that, except we don't have the influence. This is going to hurt in terms of energy credits for a little bit. We'll need to save up our influence, but we should be able to get that back relatively soon. Anyway, you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And look at this exclave of the Throng down here, that's kind of weird. Anyway, we'll finish up the war with the Natsa Throng in the next episode. See you all then.